Hello students of class 12. Today I am here with a new lesson for you. Today's lesson is a poem from your book Flamingo. The name of the poem is An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum by Stephen Spender. The theme of this poem is about the social inequalities that prevail in our society. The poet has dealt with the children of the slum who suffer a lot. Their plight, their suffering has been described by the poem. And through this poem also, the poet has made an appeal to all of us, to the readers, to the powerful people of the society, that we should give these children an opportunity to get the best education so that they also can prosper and shine in life, so that they don't become criminal but become successful people in life. Here I am with the poem. You can see the first stanza on the screen, and I will read out the lines for you as well. Far, far from gusty waves, these children's faces. Far, far from gusty waves. Now, gusty waves actually means a gust of storm, a breeze. Here, gusty waves refer to energy, a force. Now, why far, far? Far, far means far away. These children's faces, what is far away? Far away are these children from being energetic. They lack energy, they lack vigor, they don't have any sort of childish behavior that you find in children like them. They are unlike the other children. Now, as you can understand that this is a poem about an elementary school, so these children are very small children, kids. When you find children, small children in your school, how do you find them behaving? They are happy, they are smiling, they are running here and there. They are so full of energy. But these children are unlike them. They lack this vigor, they lack this energy. And the reason is that they are not coming from well-to-do families. They are coming from a very poor financial background. Their parents are poor. They suffer from malnutrition. That is why they lack energy and vigor. I would like you to note that far, far is also an example of the figure of speech, that is repetition, because in here it has been repeated. Like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor. Pallor means their pale face. Please make a note of it. Pallor means their pale face. Like rootless weeds. So you can easily understand that this particular line is an example of the figure of speech, simile, like rootless weeds. Now, what are weeds? You must be knowing. Weeds are the unwanted plants, which we don't want, because we believe that they will destroy the good plants. And it is very easy to uproot them, throw them away. So we generally throw away the weeds. These children have been compared with rootless weeds. What is the reason? Just as weeds are unwanted in a garden, in the same manner, these children are unwanted in society. Weeds don't have a very strong binding. Weeds cannot hold the soil very strongly, very firmly. So it's very easy to uproot them. These children coming from poor families, their parents, they don't have a strong hold in society. That is why it's very easy to uproot them from society, to dump them in one corner of the society and consider them as something which we don't want to be with us. That is why they have been compared with rootless weeds. Now their faces, the hair torn round their pallor, what does it mean? It means that their hair is not neatly combed. Their hair is scattered on their pale face. Now why is their faces pale? What is the reason? The reason is this, that they hardly get 2 square meals a day. So how can you expect them to have shining, bright faces? Surely not possible. The paper-seaming boy with rat's eyes. Now, next, in this first stanza, what poet is doing is, he is explaining, he is telling us about the students who are sitting in that classroom of the slum school. The first student is, the tall girl with her weighed down head. The first child about whom the poet is talking is a tall girl. Why the girl has been referred to as tall? Maybe because she is taller than her age. She is sitting there in the classroom with her head hung low. Why? Why is she sitting with her head hung low? Why can't she sit with her head held high? The reason is, she is burdened with poverty. She is a malnutrition child. She does not get proper food. She does not have the strength, the energy to sit properly. That is why she is sitting with her head down. Second child, the paper-seaming boy with rat's eyes. The second child is a boy, a small boy, whose eyes are as bright as the eyes of a rat. Now all of you must have seen a rat, and you must have noticed that rats' eyes are very bright because every time they are in search of something, they are searching something. In the same manner, this child's brightness of the eyes reveals hunger and greed. He is greedy, he is hungry, he is searching for something. Now the paper-seaming boy, why the boy has been compared with a paper? Because he is a very skinny child, a lean and thin child, as thin as a sheet of paper. This line again is an example of the figure of speech metaphor. The boy has been compared with a paper. Third child, the stunted, unlucky heir of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease, his lesson from his text. Who is the third child? The third child is a child with a stunted growth. Now what is stunted growth? Stunted growth means a child who has not grown up according to his age, having a deformed body. You must be knowing the meaning of deformation. So this child is having a deformed body. The poet has referred to him as an unlucky heir, H-E-I-R. Heir means what? Successor. So what has he succeeded? Why has he been referred to as unlucky heir? What do the lucky heirs succeed? Boys, children who are lucky enough. What do they inherit? What do they succeed from their parents? Their wealth, their parents' wealth, money, property. But this child with a deformed body is a very unlucky child. Why? What has he inherited from his father? A disease of twisted bones. Knurled disease. Knurled disease means G-N-A-R-L-E-D. Knurled disease means a disease where the bones get twisted, and that is the reason why his body is deformed. He is so unlucky. He has not inherited any wealth from his father. He has not inherited any property from his father. But at this young age, remember, he is a child of the elementary school. At this age, this unlucky boy with a deformed body has inherited his father's disease of twisted bones. And what is this child doing? This child is reciting a lesson from his desk. At back of the dean class, one unnoted, sweet and young. The fourth student of the class. Who is he? He is a small boy sitting at the back of the class. And what it is the poet says that no one would be able to notice him because there isn't enough light at that place where he is sitting. And what is this child doing? He is very sweet. He is a young child. His eyes live in a dream of squirrel game in tree room other than this. This child is not paying any attention to classroom teaching. What is he doing? He is looking outside the window of the classroom where his eyes are stuck. His eyes are stuck in squirrel's game. Squirrel, you must be knowing, is a very restless creature. Squirrels cannot sit at one place for a while. They keep on running here to there. So this child is very eagerly watching the squirrel running up and down the tree. And he is also as restless as a squirrel. He also wants to go and play outside. He is not interested in the teaching that is going on in the classroom. Okay, now we will move to the next stanza. On shower cream walls, donations, Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn. As it has been already stated that this is a school situated in a slum. So several items of this particular school have been donated by different people. And those donated items have been put up on the wall. Now here in the second stanza, what is poet doing? Poet is describing about the classroom of this slum school. How are the classrooms, or how is a particular classroom of this slum school? It is a slum school, so you can easily understand that the infrastructure must be very poor. So in the very first line it is mentioned, how are the walls of the classroom? on shower cream walls. Cream, what is the color? White. Now when cream becomes shower, turns shower, do you notice a change in the color of the cream? The cream becomes lemonish or yellowish, you can say. Here the color of the classroom wall is yellowish. That means not well painted. For several years, the walls of the classroom have not been painted, and that is why the color of the wall is shower cream. Donations. What are these donations? These are the donated items, and these donated items have been used to decorate this shower cream wall, this dirty wall. The first thing that one will find over there is Shakespeare's head. Shakespeare's head means a portrait of Shakespeare showing his face, his head, that has been put up on the wall of the classroom. Cloudless at dawn. This is another picture. A picture of the dawn, that is very early in the morning when the sun is not visible in the horizon. At that time is known as dawn. A cloudless, a clear sky during dawn has been put up. That picture that you can say it must have been framed. That framed photograph, that framed picture of the cloudless dawn has been also put up. Civilized dome riding all cities. Another picture shows a beautiful city where the buildings are very high. Very large, beautiful buildings are there in the city. The picture itself reveals the fact that the people who are living in that city are rich people. Completely different from these children of the slum. They are rich. Their life is prosperous. Their life is in stark contrast with the life of these slum children. Belt flowery Tyrolese valley. Another picture. Another photograph, framed photograph that has been put up on the wall is that of Tyrolese Valley. Tyrolese Valley has been adorned with flowers, with bells, and that picture has also been put up on the wall. Open-handed map awarding the world its world. Another thing is there, hanging from the wall is a map, an open-handed map. Now what is an open-handed map? An open-handed map is a map which is not drawn to scale, roughly drawn. So that map is awarding the world its world. Why? Because map is a miniature form of the world, isn't it? A map is the miniature form of the world. So from this world, we are residing in this world, and when we look at the map, we can see a miniature form of the world where we reside. That is why it has been written by Stephen Spender that the map award the world its world. And yet, for these children, these windows, not this map, their world. But poet says that this map is not their world. These windows, which windows? The windows of the slum classroom is actually their world. Where is their world? The moment they look out of the window, what do they see? The slum. So their world is confined within this slum. Their world is very small. They cannot ever imagine, they cannot ever dream to reach those places which they find in the map. Their world is restricted, is confined within this slum. Because the moment they look out of the window, they find straight away their slum over there, where all their future is painted with a fog. How is their future painted with a fog? Their future is painted with a fog because their future is not at all very bright. Unpredictable future. Nothing can be predicted about their future. They themselves don't know what future has stored for them. Imagine a place which is covered with fog. Will you be able to see what lies beyond that fog? No, because the vision will be very hazy. So in the same manner, these children of the slum, they are not able to understand, to see what future has stored for them, what lies, what are the surprises that are there in the future. They don't know it. That is why poet says their future is painted with a fog, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky. Lead sky means dull sky. Their future is sealed, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky means there is no wide scope available for their prosperity, for their bright future. They don't expect that they are going to achieve something great in future. There isn't any scope available for them. That is why their future as if has been sealed, has been blocked. Far, far from rivers, capes and stars of words. Far, far away from the river, from the capes that they find in the map. They cannot ever imagine to go and see those rivers, those capes, and stars of words, just as stars are beyond our reach. We may want to get the stars within our grip, but it's not possible. In the same manner, these children cannot ever think of reaching these places. Hope I have been able to make myself clear and you have been able to follow this much today. Tomorrow we will continue with the rest of the poem.